Hi, it's been a while since I did a video blog because I was blogging and blogging and blogging, and then I started a web TV show. So my blogging kind of ran a little off the radar, but I did want to just check in with you guys and tell you how the company's going. Today's been a long day. I actually met with Grid Magazine this morning before work and discussed our launch party. I actually met with the intern for Grid Magazine, so we had a really interesting conversation. Interns are coming from, I feel like, a different world. College in general is so different than it was when I was in college 6 years ago, and the kinds of things that they're learning and the level that they're expected to be at is just tremendous. So I was extremely interested to find out. No, it's just interesting to be able to sit down with her and tell her my story and hear some of the things that she has interest in, the people that she's connecting in with Richmond due to Grid Magazine. So that was fun, and looking forward to the article that's going to come out in Grid, I think in July, she said, in regards to stylesgroundup.tv, which is the new web TV show. And so excited about that. Then we worked all day, and after work, I was supposed to have a meeting with WIT, and instead I had to do some technical things. So the stuff with Ukraine is working out great. Fabulous. Very time consuming. After the launch party this past month, feels like I really let the focus slip a little bit off of my website and the technology and everything that I was doing, and lost a little bit of momentum there, gaining some momentum in the Styles Ground Up and everything we were doing for the web show. The thing about it is that the web show and everything that happened with it actually drove traffic to the site without me having to try. So it worked. It worked anyways. It's funny how that happens, but so the technology is going great. And I am to a point now where I am working through bugs on the site and trying to figure out new features and just looking at my technology budget and figuring out, okay, what's going to be the best next step and how can we make this viral? So people are using it and they're loving it and they're giving me feedback, and we're working on things and we're working through things. I've had a tremendous amount of support, and people have nominated I guess the site and me as a business owner for some really great Richmond awards, which has been just very humbling and fun after you work so hard so long for something. When someone sends you an email and says, hey, I recognize all the hard work that you're doing and I want to nominate you for this award. Even when even if I was not to win, it just feels good to have somebody say that and be enjoying the service that we've put together. So finally, the fruit of the labor. Exciting. But it's been really hard. It's I won't lie. This past month has been absolute turdville. Turd in the ville. That's what it's been, because it's been just hard trying to gather all the information and plan an event and have a website and have a TV show, and it's different. And some of the things about the TV show are a little out of my control, which, if you've been listening to my video blogs or if you know me at all, you know that something that's out of my control is it's that's what it makes me do on the inside. So it's teaching me and patience and more patience, and trying to balance all three has been very interesting. But I hope that you guys have been enjoying the shows, and anybody that made it out to the launch party, I have to tell you, I am just so grateful. I really am. I'm grateful that you came, and I'm so grateful for everyone that donated wonderful prizes, and I'm so grateful for the VIPs that chose to be part of the event and the VIPs that were part of the show. It just was the best thing ever. It really was. And the very next day, someone called me from Richmond, and he had brought his 17-year-old daughter to the show, and he called me the very next morning, and he said, Case, I just got to tell you that you've already started your first woman entrepreneur. My daughter has this pet kind of business, and she does this house to house. He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that she was inspired, and she didn't realize it could be a business, and she connected with someone at the event, and now she wants to turn it into a business, and that's really what it's all about. And it's just realizing that you've got something and moving forward with it. I just watched some idea mama YouTube video, which was pretty funny, and she was interviewing a millionaire in his bed, which was weird, but that's okay. And of all the things he said, the thing that stuck out for me the most was that if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be successful, you just have to plan to fail a lot. And I feel like I've done my fair share of failing in the last 2 years, and you just keep on working through it, and that's what you got to do, and plugging forward. And thank goodness I have a good husband and good friends and family. Just got to stick through that. And I just want to thank you again for your support. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully, it won't be another month before I come and chat with you guys again. Hope you're doing good, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.